Hey everyone, I want to do a video because I got a really good question in my inbox, so I wanted to make it a video. So the question was, what did I do when I was working as a full-time nurse to still build the Beachbody business? So I want to tell you a few key things that I feel are important. There might be a few other really valuable tips as well, but this is what sticks out to me. So what I did is I worked, roughly 7 to 4 or 5-ish, 5 days a week. And so I would dedicate about an hour a night to responding to emails, inviting my friends to challenge groups. Throughout the day, I was always thinking of ideas, and if I thought of an idea, I'd use my phone, my voice memo on my phone. Most phones have it just already. I don't know what it's called. Voice memo, I think, yeah. The voice memo app. And I would just, because I didn't have time to write, so I just record and say my idea, and then I would go back to it to sort of develop. So I did that during the day. On my lunch break, I did my best to respond to emails. And then on the weekends, I dedicated a few hours. I had a conversation with my husband right when I became a coach saying I wanted to be clear. We communicated what the expectation was going to be. So he was on board. He knew that the laundry would probably be backed up until the weekend, or, whatever, small things that I usually would contribute to the house. He either took on or it kind of needed to just wait. So another important tool that everybody kind of shies away from is is the business activity tracker. So especially if you're working full time, or if you have children, or if you have something else that demands your time, you need to be using the business activity tracker so that you can track your progress. So many people resist this tool, and I don't really understand why. Probably because it seems like busy work, or it's hard when you see a lot of zeros marked in, but who cares? Honestly, the business activity tracker is what is going to allow you to track your progress, make sure that you are utilizing the time that you do have for the business in the most effective way. And then you can send that business activity tracker to your upline and say, hey, here's my completed business activity tracker. I'd love to have your feedback. I know that's something I offer to my coaches. They can send it to me every Thursday morning for the week prior. And it's an easy way for me to look at it and say, okay, well, maybe we can shoot for some different goals here. Or, on paper it shows how many people you're inviting, how many people you're adding to your list, to your network, if you're doing your workout, if you're drinking Shakeology, if you're investing in personal development. So it's a smart way to focus the attention at the vital activities. So vital behaviors are obviously vital. So when you don't have a ton of freedom in the hours in your day, it is so important to track your progress so that you can make sure that you're getting the most out of that time that you do have for your business. So that is what I did. The last thing that I did is my husband and I set a goal, an income goal, because I knew I wanted to make Beachbody a full-time. I love nursing, and I probably will always be an active nurse and volunteer and do whatever I want with nursing, but for my family's goals now, it was more important for me to be home, to create a home business that was sustainable and easy to maintain. So the goal was always to get me to be full-time. So what we had to do is we had to set an income goal of when I could quit. So when I hit the goal, I waited there for about 4 weeks to make sure it wasn't like a trick, to make sure I was actually going to be making that income, consistently. And then I just went all in. I put in my notice, and I had that belief in my gut, in myself, that I knew I had to make this work so that I had more options and more freedom for my family. So that is what I did. If you're working full-time, if you're a student full-time, if you have a full house of children that need your attention, you can still build this business. The business is not only for people who don't work or people who don't have a lot going on. Everybody has a lot going on. Everybody is pulled usually in a few different directions. You just have to sometimes sacrifice a little sleep. I sacrifice TV. I don't watch TV at all anymore. You sacrifice some social events for sure, but it's up to, it has to align with your goals. For me, it was worth it because my family's goals were more important. So I hope this helps. I'm going to cut it out because we're getting to the 5-minute, but if you work full-time, chat with your upline, make some goals, and just show up. Do your part. Keep track of your efforts with your business activity tracker. Michael Phelps wouldn't get in the pool without what? A clock. So this is the way that we make sure we're leaving it all on the table and we're making the most of the time that we do have for our business. I'd love to hear any comments or questions, and I'd be happy to help you however I can. Take initiative, print out the BAT, Business Activity Tracker. It's in the Coach Online office, and send it to your upline when you're completed and just say, hey, I'd love for your input. I'd love to see what you think I might be able to do better or do more of or do less of. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.